Hello and welcome to Rolling with Reviews. I'm Will, and with me as always is the inconceivable one herself,
Sarah.
And today we're doing a review of the Princess Bride adventure book game. Sarah, tell us a bit about this game.
All right, in this cooperative game that spans 6 chapters, players work together to complete challenges by moving the main characters of the movie and discarding story cards from their hand to meet specific objectives. If all challenges are completed before the bad conditions are met, the players win. All right, Will, why did we get this?
Target sale.
Yep.
Buy 2, get 1 free.
Yep.
You were buying, I think, was this one Back to the Future and Gargoyles?
Yes, so I guess I was doing kind of an IP run, so to speak. And I love The Princess Bride, so I was like, yep, gotta try it.
Yep. So throw it in the basket.
Yep.
Got it. Played it. Mm-hmm. All right.
What do we like?
What do we like about it?
All right. It's pretty accurate at retelling the main movie moments, like the main story beats, because it only spans 6 chapters and it really does hit on the highlight points if you're going to condense the movie down to just 6 things.
Yeah, funny. It actually felt like I was directing the movie.
Yeah.
Because I needed to get my actors in these spots and have these moments, and I needed to film them. So it actually felt like The Princess Bride, the director's game.
Yeah, it did.
That's what it felt like to me.
And I would also say that there were some interesting cooperative moments. Not a lot, but there definitely were some.
Yeah, like we only have this many resources. How in the world are we going to get
Yes.
this there in this time without that happening?
Yeah. So I really felt that there were points where actually the whole game, you really do have to communicate and work together, which is great because it is a cooperative game. And no one can really, take over.
Yeah.
Because you have to work together in trading cards and say, okay, this turn I'm going to do this, and that sets you up to do that. But then you have to do this other thing to set me up so you really have to, because there's a lot in this game where you have to do things in the right order.
Yeah.
And that's key, that all the players at the table understand what that is and figure out what their part is.
Yeah, it was very easy for us to plan out, well, I need you to do this on your turn, but you have that card that can set me up for this later turn. So we were actually planning 2, 3, 4 steps ahead.
Agreed.
And that's sometimes not something we do
that's not,
even in a cooperative.
Right. Not all cooperatives have those moments.
Yeah. Let's get into what we don't like, though.
Yes. So I'm going to just talk about the big elephant in the room for me. Most of this game is very boring. Now, even though we had some interesting cooperative moments, the actual what you're doing in the game is not that interesting. You are playing cards, you're moving people around on this board, you're playing cards so that when people are at certain spots with certain people at certain times, you play the right cards. There's just not a lot of dynamic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It has a bit of a passive voice.
Yeah.
Because it's not you doing the action, it's really them doing the action, and you're just trying to make sure they're doing it despite the fact that they're kind of resisting doing it.
Yeah, it's more like you're trying to reenact the film, and things are more set up to make it so that you can't do it.
Yeah.
So you are trying to follow a prescribed path, but you're not actually making your own path.
Yeah. You're following in the footsteps of something and doing a so-so job at it.
Yes. The second chapter with the boat, there's too many random elements going on all at the same time that compete with each other. I don't know if it's possible to higher player count, but it was pretty darn impossible. We tried it several times, and it came down to the only way to succeed is if you were randomly super lucky that certain things happened in a certain order and none of it ever did.
The funny thing is, that was the one chapter that broke Sarah's I'm not sure I want to play the rest of this game. And well, we can just move on. But it was the one chapter that I kind of wanted to replay because I like the whole, I want to see if I can actually do this.
It was the only challenging one because of all the random stuff going on. That I can see why you'd want to keep trying at it to see if it's possible to succeed.
But you had to be that type of gamer.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah, agreed. The game book, the board, it's made out of board, cardboard,
hard cardstock.
It's bound so tightly that it doesn't lay flat unless you're like in the middle of the book, and then you have equal weight. But otherwise, either the left flap is kind of sticking up or the right flap is sticking up. It would have been better spiral bound.
Yeah, they missed on that aspect since they actually use it as a playing board.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's just not replayable.
Yeah, all the challenges that happen on each chapter are the same from game to game. Mm-hmm. In fact, they're printed on the board what the challenges are. So it's close to being written in stone. And
it's written in cardboard.
And written in cardboard stone. You are forced to play this game in a certain way every single time, and that makes it really hard to replay it.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of enjoyment there. The only enjoyment would be is if you're actually playing it with different people.
Yeah.
And then you will have the challenge difference there would just be the coordination between different people.
Yeah.
Not the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much in a nutshell what we don't like about the game. But who this is for?
I would say this is for younger players because it teaches a lot of core fundamentals of cooperative play without being difficult to learn.
True.
And maybe a really, really hardcore fan.
Yeah, my thought is you'd have to really have not played any games, and you want an introduction to co-ops, and you absolutely love The Princess Bride. Maybe then you'd really enjoy it. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd say your average gamer, this is something that I think you could get one play out of it.
Yeah.
And once you do, trade it away.
And here's the thing, it has 6 chapters. Each chapter can play like in 15 minutes. 15 to 20 if you're really, going slower at it.
Yeah, in order for us to feel like we got our money's worth, free, we had to play it in 6 installments.
We broke it up, although we played the last 2 together.
Yes, we did. Because by that time we were just ready to
be done with it.
But we wanted to get a little bit more out of it and say, like, we played it 6 times.
Yeah, which basically just means we played each chapter once. But yeah, we had 6 play sessions, 5 play sessions because we played the last 2. So yeah.
So there you go.
All right.
For the ratings, we each have 1d6 worth of ratings to give. 1 is low, 6 is high. We give a number, reason why, add them together, and see what it rolled for us. Sarah, what did the Princess Bride Adventure book game roll for you?
They rolled a 1. If the figures had been anything other than bad plastic, I probably would have given this a 2 because then I would have been keeping it for the collectability of the figures. As it is, the figures are kind of not good at all. One of them looks like he's doing the limbo backwards.
That's what I remember from the movie.
Yeah.
The limbo scenes.
Otherwise, as a huge Princess Bride fan, I know I really wasn't expecting a lot from the game, but I was kind of hoping for more than what it gave. So I was completely disappointed in it, and I can't even. Not that I can't keep it as a collectibles. I don't even want to keep it as a collectible item now. So, yeah, 1 for me.
For me, I actually give it a 2. And the reason why I give it a 2 is because I do see the potential in the younger player. Yeah. And that's where I would say this is for, and this is who you shop it for. And besides, the people who are buying games for kids are not necessarily gamers themselves. They just saw it, remembered the movie, and say, hey, let's play this game. It's also not going to alienate you and make you think you're stupid because you haven't played a modern board game. This is so lightweight that it's that very family, non-hardcore gamer group that it's for. So 3 out of 12, though.
It's really hard to recommend this game.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes. I do appreciate the fact that they tried with the plastic figures. and did a good job accessibility-wise.
Yes. So they did a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but they did some good things. It's just the whole package doesn't come together.
Right. So yeah, that will do it for us. Sad to say, because we do love the property so much.
Yeah.
Sarah, who is your favorite character in The Princess Bride? I don't think I've ever asked you.
God, that's tough. I mean, I guess I like so many of the characters for so many different reasons.
Yes.
So I would call them, like, for me, it's like the Three Musketeers. It's Wesley and, gosh, wow.
Indigo and Fezzik.
Yeah. Those three, because I like them all for very different reasons. But those three would be my favorite.
For me, it's Fezzik.
Yeah, Fezzik.
Anybody want a peanut? All right, that's it for us, and we've been Rolling with Reviews. And remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to us on the various social media platforms at
Rolling with Two. That's TWO. We are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
And if you have time, check out the other content Nanaman has found for you, because remember, he's rolling with you.